Okay. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Overthinking Out Loud podcast. I'm with my boyfriend.
Hey.
This is Nick. We're twinning today. Don't even.
I'm joking. She doesn't hit me, guys.
He likes to pretend I'm abusive, and now I'm canceled.
Yeah,
and now I'm canceled.
Pretend. Wink, wink.
Now I'm canceled, and it's all your fault.
We were just talking about cancel culture and how you're like, oh, I'm glad that cancel culture is like gone. Like 2020 is like, it's not a thing anymore, right?
2020 cancel culture, if you like dyed your hair purple and blue and said you weren't bisexual, people would be like, you're a fucking problem. How dare you? That's what I was talking about.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my gosh, one of my coworkers, she showed me a picture of her in 2020 and she had like pink hair and it was cut really bad and it was like a bowl cut.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, were your pronouns they, them, or are you just like, this was just the look? And she was like, I was she, her. They did me dirty.
Cosplaying bisexual.
Canceled.
Yep.
Canceled.
Yep.
That's what I was saying.
Never get a job.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was it? We were listening to Bo Burnham on the other day on the way back, and Bo Burnham's Problematic song.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's like dressed up as Aladdin one year.
Yeah.
Did you ever like, do you think if anything came up about you from when you were a kid, you'd get canceled?
I don't think so. I mean, I dressed in like very stereotypical Mexican clothes, but I feel like that's okay because I am partly Mexican, so I feel like that can't be too bad. But, you know, I wasn't like the Prime Minister of Canada and I never did like blackface or anything, so I think I'm okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, the former Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, if you didn't know. Blackface in high school. Yeah, that was a long time ago, so.
I think I did hear about that. Yeah, I don't think I did anything worth getting canceled when I was a kid. And if I ever did, I'd blame my mom.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't, when you're a kid.
Yeah. Parents make all the decisions.
Yeah, really.
So I guess we have to be really careful with how we address our kids later down the line.
That's
Otherwise,
true.
We might get canceled later. I don't think we will, but.
I think we'll be good parents.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. What if one day, like, what if we were, like, really shit parents? That would really suck.
That would really suck. Not claiming that right now. You know, knock on wood.
Not claiming that negative energy.
Yeah.
But, well, I know your dad is going to get us, like, loud, obnoxious toys for our kids.
Oh, yeah.
It's
going to suck. He's already said that. You know, because my grandparents, they got us, like, those loud phones. Like, the Chinese phones. Like, someone calling you. Your phone ringing.
What are you talking about?
You didn't have those as a kid?
No.
What? Oh, man. Maybe because we were broke. But I remember mine having like an accent. I remember my phone. I don't know what it was called.
I need to Google
remember it, but like I always had like a weird accent to it. At least that's what I remember.
Kids.
Your phone ringing.
I don't know. Phone toy.
I don't think you'd find it. I don't know.
I
mean, yeah, no, those are too old. See, okay, well, flip phone makes more sense. Like I was seeing smartphones at first. I'm like, all right, we weren't cool enough for fake smartphones. We were still on fake flip phone.
Did you ever have like the Leapfrog? Do you know the Leapfrog iPads?
I do know that. I never had one.
I had one for a little bit, but I could never get it to work.
You grew up rich. I grew up in the trenches. Just kidding. No, I didn't. I can't.
I was very up until we moved in with my grandparents. We were not very rich, but then obviously your grandparents, like I've been living with them for forever, so they did spoil us. I grew up very, very, very spoiled when you have grandparents. They made me fat. I'm not even like dude, they had like so many snacks in our pantry, and then my grandma like complained that was getting big, and I was like, well, bitch, you have like all the flavors of the waffle cookies in there. You have the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
What am I supposed to do? Not eat them?
Yeah, literally. Do you remember those little wafer snacks?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like the yes.
Yes. I love those.
My favorites were the I think they're like peanut butter wafers.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Talking about. We got a lot of the Little Debbie desserts too. My grandparents ate them. My grandparents love the Little Debbie desserts.
I can't. I got sick of them. The only one are Cosmic Brownies Little Debbie. Are those Little Debbie desserts?
I don't think they are.
I don't know. I like the Cosmic Brownies, but other than that, I'm not huge on Little Debbie snacks. Sorry.
That's okay. They're too sweet for me now. They are Little Debbie.
Little Debbies. Okay. But Cosmic Brownies smack. But like, okay, we cannot get Cosmic Brownies in my mom's house back home because her husband always eats them. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, he just goes through. I'm like, well, she'll buy them, and then quite literally the next day, I haven't even touched them. They're halfway gone. Like, and I think you get at least like 6 or something in a pack. So he's eating like 3 in one day. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Come on, bro. Like,
Nutty Buddies, are those the ones that you're
Nutty
talking
Buddies.
about?
Okay, well, actually, we didn't have those in particular because again, we couldn't afford the Little Debbie stuff.
Yeah.
So we bought the Walmart.
Oh well, those
great value.
Honestly, Great Value. It's the same shit.
It is.
It's the same.
And it tastes just as good.
My grandpa loves the oatmeal cream pie things. Disgusting. I think they're disgusting. I don't like them. You like them. Oatmeal cream pies?
Yeah, I love oatmeal cream pies. I also like oatmeal raisin cookies.
Okay, those are good though.
Yeah, and so are the cream pies.
I disagree. Swiss rolls. Oh, I don't like the chocolate ones, but those strawberry Swiss rolls were good. Those were like
I never had this. I don't think we ever got the Swiss rolls in my house.
Yeah.
We had the oatmeal cream pies sometimes, mostly cosmic brownies.
Yeah.
Other ones, no, I didn't. No, we never had the zebra cakes.
We had zebra cakes sometimes, but I don't know. My grandpa.
Those are kind of boring, though. I feel like.
Yeah, I just still love white chocolate.
Yeah.
It's too like. When I got older, I realized white chocolate literally there's no chocolate in there. It's butter and sugar. That's all white chocolate is. And I was like, okay, well, this makes me feel like a fat fucking chud. Like I don't want to eat it. So no. So as I got older, I got more into dark chocolate because it's healthy. You know.
Yeah, healthy. Sure.
Well, it's definitely better for you than white chocolate and milk chocolate. But
yeah.
Anyways,
should I introduce myself first, actually?
Yeah, we've been talking and you didn't even.
Yeah. So, anyways, sorry, no manners. My name is Nick. As she said, I am her boyfriend. That's my only role in life, actually.
Oh.
Sorry, I was about to start a side tangent, but we'll get back to that later. I'll come back to that point I was going to make. Anyways,
I don't know what.
We'll come back to it. We talked about it like the other day.
Okay.
Sorry, anyway, so yeah, my name is Nick. Me and Gianna met in 2023. In 2023, right?
Yes.
Around like October or so in 2023.
He slid into the DMs, guys.
I did. She was doing. What was she doing?
When I was on my gym grind.
Yes. I should finish introducing myself first. So yeah. I go to university. I am a sports media major, and I am also an RA. I was gonna like leave out like where I go to school, but at the same time, I'm also.
We're wearing it. Also, I try to leave it out, but then I realize on my computer I have stickers, so like you can't really.
I go to the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. I am a sports media major, and I'm also an ad PR major, so I double major, and I'm a minor in global studies. I used to be in Air Force ROTC before I decided that was no longer for me. What else do I do? I quite like Warhammer. I love collecting hats, and I love cars. I like watching basketball, football. All the things, sports in general, except for soccer. I can't do soccer.
Yeah, not into soccer like that.
No. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing one of those like class like
like an icebreaker.
Yes, exactly, the icebreaker. Share some fun facts about you.
Yeah.
But anyways, so.
But yeah, we met in high school. He slid into my DMs. We met in a communications class. Green flag. Yes. A man in a communications class.
Why would a man be there?
But yeah, I was on my gym grind and I was doing like Skull Crushers or something, and he swiped up or some on my Instagram story and was like, "Wow, you're really strong," or like something like that.
Yeah, I said, yeah, it was impressive. Honestly, I think you had like a 50-pound Skull Crusher.
Yeah, I did.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that version of me is long gone.
Yeah,
but
and then our first date. I don't know if you've talked about it before. Our first date was a what was it? We went to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, the first one. And yeah, that's all that happened. That's actually all that happened on that date. And it was an excellent movie, and I quite liked it. Josh Hutcherson, my love. I'm joking. I mean.
Okay, so first it's Kobe, and now it's Josh Hutcherson. I can't compete with these men.
LeBron.
Oh, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
My bad. I can't keep track of all your other hoes. I'm so sorry. But our first date was the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because it was coming out during, like, it came out at the time and we both were into Five Nights at Freddy's, so we wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
And then on the date, well, nothing happened in the movie theater. Time. And personally, okay, I don't love movie theater dates as like a first date because I'm big on like you want to talk to the person, get to know them. But I did really want to watch this movie, and he offered to pay for it, and I said, okay, well, if this doesn't work out, at least I got to see this movie for free out of it. So
wow, Good to know that's the only reason that you went out with me.
No. That was like partly a joke because he was very sweet in the DM. You know, like there's some creepy men in there, but
stay on your side of the bed.
Okay,
right
so now we're getting to the part where at the date where he was weird. So after the date, he was like, "Do you want to get ice cream?" And he drove us, and I was like, "Yeah." So we went through the Dairy Queen drive-thru, got our Blizzards with the lids on them and the spoons, and he drove me home. We did not eat the ice cream together. He dropped me off with my Blizzard in hand, and also dropped me off. This is so funny. I don't know if I told you this part, but it got out of the car to like say bye. You would have thought it was 2020 and we were social distancing again. He was like, "Oh, I'll walk you to the door." Totally. He stood 7 feet away. I was like, "Okay, thanks, bye." And then
in my defense, your dogs hate me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Molly and Maddie, but they don't like me.
Molly like cuddled with you though last time you were at my home.
That is true. House. She did. Yes.
But yeah, my dogs are a little aggressive. But like I was expecting like maybe not a kiss, but like I don't know. You just looked so awkward and nervous, which I thought like
I was nervous though. Like it was okay. My side, my context, okay, because I don't want to be slandered on the internet. My side is that I was very nervous because this was my first date in like it had to be over a year. Like I hadn't gone on a date in a while, and I was really nervous, and I kept going in like so many different like pathways in my mind. I'm like, how could I screw this up in every single conceivable way?
Oh my gosh.
And that was part of it. I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be like too like forward, you know?
Yeah.
And then I wasn't forward enough. And then I overcorrected.
I just was like, at the end of the date, I was like, was this even a date? Like, did I read into this? Because it seemed like you were like nervous, obviously, but I was like, maybe I'm the one in the wrong. I was like, maybe he's like, well, because you were friends with a lot of gay people, like gay women.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe he's gay. He's not gay, guys. Turns out, spoiler alert, he's not gay. But I was like, maybe
no way.
Maybe I read into it wrong. And then after that, it got better. After that, and then I did tell my brother about the date, and my brother like did stand up for you.
Yeah,
I hope
exactly.
You know. Yeah, he was like, well, he was probably just nervous.
For bro, like my back.
He was like, you're just being a little dramatic. I think you're fine, but
yeah.
I don't remember our second. Oh, the Botanical Gardens was our second. That was a good date. Botanical Gardens,
yes. I thank Colonel Clarkson for giving me that. My one of my JROTC instructors, he gave me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did I tell you that? Oh, yeah. He gave me that idea for the Botanical Gardens because I think he said he took his wife there one time and she really liked it. So I was like, okay, I'll take her. So yeah,
that was fun. It got better after that. It's just that first date. I was a little like well, but yeah, and then I won't say it. Huh? I won't say it.
Say what?
He broke up with me, guys.
Oh, yes, I did.
He did.
Yeah, I did. Point. We did break up for a bit.
Wow.
Because
we don't have to get into
it. Yeah. But we got back together shortly after.
We did.
And we've been now together. We're coming up on 2 years. 2 years. So it's been great ever since.
Yeah. He's the one who broke up and who initiated getting back together, but I saw him at our mutual friend's graduation party, and our mutual friend didn't tell me he was going to be there. Like, Nick did, like, our friend Carter didn't tell me that Nick was going to be there, so I walked in seeing my ex-boyfriend, and I was like, oh, hey.
I was trying to be sociable.
I know you were. You were very polite. He was very polite and very nice. I just was awkward.
I think the thing is, though, Carter did tell me, actually.
And he didn't tell me.
Carter told me that Gianna was going to be there. And so I didn't necessarily have a problem with it because I was like, I'm here for, his graduation party, and to hang out with him. So, like, and I knew I could be, like, sociable and, polite, like you said. So I didn't have an issue.
He's very charismatic and very friendly with just about everyone. I'm not that kind of person. So walking in, and I guess we know who Carter's favorite is now because he told you and not me. And then I walk in, and also my graduation party was happening at the same time. I left my grad party early to go to Carter's because he invited me, and I felt bad if I couldn't go. So I only hung up for a little bit, but I was like, I'm missing my grad party right now to be at Carter's with my ex-boyfriend. This is just awesome.
I wasn't your ex-boyfriend for much longer after that.
You're right. You're right.
2 weeks afterwards, I asked you, like, hey, do you want to try this again?
Well, and then I was on a trip a graduation trip that my mom helped pay for. Very grateful for. But I was in Italy, and I get a text from this number, which I did delete your number after we broke up. And it was this random number, and I was like, huh? And then he like sent me. It was so bad. Maybe this is exposing. Maybe I'm a bad person, but I was like, got this text, and there was this huge paragraph about wanting to get back together, and I was like, after I read that text. Mm-hmm. I opened the times, like all the times, and I saw Arizona time. It was like 11:30 p.m. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bro, it's just like lonely hour. He's being dramatic. I'm not gonna listen to him. And then eventually the rest of the trip he called and texted, like, you know, it was evident that it wasn't just that one night.
It was serious.
It was serious, but I was like, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, bro's just lonely right now. But it wasn't. Wow. That's not the case. And then we did get back together, and everything has been great.
Yes, everything's been good since.
But things happen. Oh my gosh, I didn't show you. Sorry, this reminded me of a video I saw today. Huh. I saw this TikTok of someone who was like, guys, a relationship can heal after an affair, and it's like a happy couple. Oh. And I was like, oh hell no.
Nah.
Oh hell no.
Yeah. I don't. No, we're both on the same page when it comes to stuff like that. Like.
Yeah,
cheating is like a
just break up with a person. If you don't like them, just break up.
Yeah.
And then couples who like power through it, I'm like, how do you do that?
I think the issue is like so many people become like codependency.
Yeah.
And then also like a lot of people, especially after a certain age, don't think that they can find another person. So they kind of like work through it, even if it's not the best situation.
That's very true.
I know some personal cases of that.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's a little strange. Yeah. But I keep seeing too people talk about how when they get older and they're like married and like people have been together for like 20, 30 years, they go into like an open relationship so they can still like see other people because they're like bored with their partner. I don't understand that either.
That's honestly weirder to me than cheating.
Really?
Okay, like obviously both are not good. But like I think telling your partner, yeah, I want to sleep with other people. You cool with that? Like being like open. I mean, I guess you're honest, but like I don't know. If it's consensual, that's one thing. Like both parties agree to it, but at that point, it's like I don't know. Like what's the point of maintaining the relationship? It just feels like especially if like you still have kids. I don't know. I feel like even if you have kids, it's still kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I don't understand open relationships. Not a good example of the place for kids. Yeah, you're right. It's not really. Well, I mean. Because, like, if you're trying to hide it from your kids, now you're keeping secrets, and now you have to, like, you know, hide this part about you. But also, like, if there's something that your partner can't give you that you want, that should be a conversation. Like, that shouldn't be, like, open relationship. But I also see videos of, like, not all men, but in every story I've seen, it's been a man that wants an open relationship. And then his wife, who is, like, not vibing with the open relationship, but she's like, okay, well, if this is open for you, it's open for me as well.
Yeah.
She starts seeing other people, and then he gets triggered, and it's like, okay, well, now you're a hypocrite.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely have seen videos like that. I don't know if I've necessarily seen, like, actual cases of it, but I've seen, like, sketches of people making fun of that.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that a man wants an open relationship and then can't get any play.
Yeah.
No bitches!
He wants an open relationship to sleep with other women. There's no other women. Yep. No one else wants him.
Nope.
But see, okay, that's true. I don't see videos about it, but I see like r/am I the asshole, and people can completely be bullshitting in there.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely,
completely be lying. But I've seen. Do you watch Smosh?
I used to watch Smosh.
Yeah,
I used to watch Smosh.
I don't watch them, but I get their clips on my TikTok a lot, and they have like videos where they read r/am I the asshole. And they have people who react to it.
Yeah, I've seen some clips of that.
Yeah, and some of their stories, I'm like, what the hell is happening? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Some of those I can't stand.
Yeah. I feel like half of them are just made up for rage bait purposes and like reactionary purposes.
That's true.
But who knows? They could very well be true.
Yeah. Some people, especially on those like Reddit stories, they're like, you are in the worst, like, do you hear yourself talking right now? Like, do you hear what you're saying?
Am I the asshole for bringing down an orphanage because, you know, they didn't give me a discount on the 3-for-1 child deal?
Yeah, like I don't know. That's how I feel with my friends, too. Sometimes my friends will come to me and, like, start ranting about something, and I'm like, you're in the wrong.
You are so in the wrong, yeah.
It's hard to have friends. I've had to cut people off because I'm like, I can't listen to you rant anymore and then give you advice and you don't follow it, and then you come to me mad. I'm like, okay, well, I gave you a solution. You're just ignoring me
like,
in one ear out the other.
I know you sent up to text him, but I sent him 30 messages. Like
literally how it goes. Or like my one friend, she was like,
to a brick wall over here.
Yeah. My one friend, she was like, yeah, my boyfriend broke up with me once and called me a bitch. And then he got back with me 15 minutes later and we worked it out. But he also like is seeing other women, but like we're working it out. And I'm like, get rid of him. Like he's also not even that good looking. So like there's no business for him to be doing all that.
If everything getting worked, it's you.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? I don't know. And I like when she told me the story of like he broke up with her over text and then 15 minutes later got back with her, like texted her again. I was like, so I'm telling you right now what happened was he broke up with you over text, tried texting another bitch he was interested in. She rejected him. And so he came back to you. Yeah. And she was like, no, I don't think that's what I'm telling you. That's what happened. That's fact. I wasn't there, but I know that's what happened. And they're still dating to this day. They've been dating for like 4 years. Crazy. And they're very unhappy. So. But have you ever taken a love language test?
I don't think I've taken a love language test. I think I just know my love languages.
I had to take those kind of quizzes like in high school psych.
Oh, okay.
They made us take it.
Yeah.
What do you think your love language is?
I mean, I'm pretty sure my love languages. I guess I've never tested them via the,
via the random website.
Via the BuzzFeed quiz, the all-knowing, eye-seeing eye of the BuzzFeed quiz. I've never taken that before, but I do feel like mine are quality time and physical touch.
Yeah.
Those are definitely mine.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not a very physical. Well, with you, obviously, it's different. I'm a physical touch person, but like with my family and friends, I'm not. Mm-hmm. I think I'm more of like a quality time or words of affirmation for sure. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I had one person I was like, we were talking about love languages with is my mom's friend. Yeah. And she was like, I told her mine and she's like, oh yeah, you're definitely words of affirmation. I see that for you. And I was like, I don't know how to take that. Yeah. Are you being like, because in my mind, I was like, you just told me I'm insecure. And you're like, yeah, you need reassurance all the fucking time. That really checks out. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm just slandering your name out here, bro. I just like, maybe she probably did not mean it that way. But in my mind, I was like, am I being attacked? I don't know.
Maybe.
The attitude was there, but I don't know.
What the heck, Mom?
Yeah, but I don't know about gift giving. That's not really my thing.
No.
I don't like receiving gifts. I don't know how to act. Like
I suck at giving gifts. I feel like that's an issue for a lot of people. Except for you. I feel like I can walk in for you. Mm-hmm. But a lot of other people, I'm not quite sure. I kind of always have to like guesstimate. And then getting gifts from my dad is even worse because he just buys anything he wants. I'm like, what am I supposed to get you? I'm not gonna like keep making you like art that you're gonna put up on the fridge.
Yeah, I feel like getting gifts for parents is always hard. My mom's the same way where she's like, she'll just buy it herself. Or she'll be like, well, don't spend your money on me. It's fine. Spend it on something else. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, it's your birthday. So I don't want to, whatever. But I feel like I'm pretty good at giving gifts. It's just receiving gifts. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how to react. But I'm fire at giving gifts. Some gift highlights real quick for me.
Sure.
I gave Mariana, one of my old friends, it was her birthday and her birthday's over summer. Mm-hmm. And so I made a shoebox and it was like a sunshine themed shoebox. So all of the gifts and like snacks were like yellow and orange. Uh-huh. But then I had silence with her like next period and we ate half of them together. So it's like I just like ate half of her gift. But it was like, it was so much time and effort I put into it. Same thing. Oh my gosh. In my last episode, I talked about the scrapbook because I knew it was going to come out after I gave it to you. But yeah, scrapbook is a highlight.
Yeah, so it looks very nice.
Thanks.
I just saw it the other day. It was very good.
Thanks.
Very well done.
I think other good gifts. Well, good gifts from you. I really liked when we did our Valentine's Day, made our own candles. I liked that a lot. We did.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. I told Rylan, because we were in the same area that we did it, and I was like, oh, Rylan, if you ever like want to take a girl on a date, this is a really good one. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, okay. Oh, yeah. All right.
That place was cool, though. Okay, it was expensive. It was very expensive.
Really?
I feel like I can't remember how much I spent, but I remember it was a lot more than I was expecting.
Oh.
Although I think I did get like a Valentine's Day deal.
Yeah, it was Valentine's Day weekend that we did it.
Yeah, I think I got like something the weekend for that. Before. So it wasn't cheap, but it was fun. It was fun.
Well, I had a good time.
I would do it again though. It was worth it.
Yeah, I think it was worth it too. I had fun. Yeah. Botanical Gardens was fun. See, I tried to help my brother like riz up the huzz.
Huzz up the riz. Huzz up the riz. New slang, folks. Just switch it around.
I can't keep up with the lingo these young kids are using. I'm 20 now. Like, I can't. Well, you're older than
I would
me.
say you're unk status, but yeah, I'm older, so
you're
I can't.
older than me, so don't even call me unk. You're unk.
Yeah, my back hurts right now, actually. So.
Oh, we can scoot back. I'll scoot.
No, I'm fine right now.
Scoot back. This is such a nice air mattress. So while I'm staying here, we blew up an air mattress because I'm not sleeping in a twin size bed with my boyfriend, and this has a little headboard. And I've never seen a nice my family goes camping all the time, and we obviously sleep on like air mattresses. And I'm gonna have to tell my mom to invest in one of these because this is really nice.
Yeah. Too bad it has a hole in it.
Yeah, it does have a hole in it. Yeah. Night one, I was here. I woke up on the floor at 5 a.m. So
yeah.
So
whoops. We made it through. I mean, it still definitely leaked throughout the night last night, but it was in a better shape than it was.
It was. I'll give it that.
But yeah.
Yeah. We had to do a little repair job last night. Had to go to Walmart and get like super glue.
I introduced her to Train to Busan last night.
Yes.
Fire movie.
That was a good movie. I was like not disappointed with the ending, but I was like, really? That's it?
Yeah.
That's all we get?
It's crazy. If you haven't seen Train to Busan, you really need to check it out.
Yeah.
Along with my favorite Korean film. I feel like this is like basic to say, but my favorite Korean film is Parasite. If you haven't seen Parasite,
I haven't seen Parasite.
Oh, that's right, you haven't. Parasite's really good. That is an excellent film. All around the board.
Is it based off of the anime as well? Because there's a Parasite anime that I have watched the first season of.
No.
Okay, never mind. I thought they were like similar.
No, they're
similar things.
Because Parasite's Japanese, babe.
I know. I just thought they were like based off of the same kind of idea.
Now, Parasite is about this family who is like struggling.
Mm-hmm.
They live in the slums of, I believe it's Seoul. It could be a totally different city. Don't quote me on that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're living in slums. They basically live in like this tiny little basement together, and they like they kind of have to like con their way into into making money and making a living. But they're all kind of like smart and like talented in a way. They just don't like use their gifts, honestly. But yeah, so eventually they find this like family to like kind of leech off of, and then that kind of like turns into this whole thing of them like working for this family, and like it's so good. I don't want to like give too much away because obviously you need to watch it.
Yeah.
But that's really good. So
yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's not like so the anime that I've watched it's called Parasite as well, but it's like an actual infection like in his body.
Oh yeah.
And it like causes his body to kind of like morph. Well, his like arms like morph. He turns into like basically like a superhero kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I watched it forever ago and I didn't even finish it, but
yeah,
that's. I thought they were like the same vibe. But I haven't watched a lot of like Korean movies. I guess I watched. There's this one show. I think I've told you about it called My Name. My Name. It is so good. It's 12 episodes. I binged it within like 2 days because it was so good. And I started rewatching it recently. It's about this girl who her dad worked for like the police, but he was like an undercover agent.
Oh.
And he gets killed like in front of her. And so she obviously wants to avenge him. So she kind of lives this double life where she joins the police force, but she also joins this like gang mafia group.
Wow.
And she lives this double life trying to find out who killed her dad and avenge him. It is so good. Knowing you'll probably know who the killer is within the first fucking 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Because you're so good. I'm like, I watch it and I'm like, oh my gosh, who's the killer? Yep. And then like the last 2 episodes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I figured it out. We watched a race the other day, or like a few weeks ago, and first episode, he's like, it's that guy. And I was like, okay, well, now you know. Like, you kind of ruined it. Well, you didn't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
But
I mean, throughout the show, I kind of like went back and forth, but that was my initial prediction, and my initial prediction ended up being right.
Yeah.
So.
But maybe I don't pay enough attention while watching shows, maybe. Maybe you're just like locked in on a different level than me.
Yeah. What can I say? I could be a really good detective. What away?
Okay, so figuring out who the anime antagonist is, I don't think correlates to like the training you need for detective.
I think it does. I think it does.
I think you should stick to your career path right now.
Wow. She literally just said stick to my J job. She's like trying to suppress my dreams, my non-existent dreams of being a detective.
No, well, okay, I think it's important for people you love or that love you to tell you when you need to stop. Tell you.
I thought the whole point of people like having people, you love is for them to tell you how awesome you are, right? Right? Isn't that?
That's called love bombing. I think that's what that's called.
Probably.
Well, my mom tells me like I do shit all the time. Like she'll tell me, she'll be like, "You're not good at that. Don't do that." Even as a kid, she'd be like, "That's nice, honey. Don't pursue that. Don't pursue that."
Not that you like that, but I think the only time my parents really ever did that was like when I said I kind of wanted to play basketball for a living, and then they're like, "Well, you're short, and like unless you like really work hard, it's not going to happen." I'm like,
"My short king."
Fair enough. You're shorter than me. What?
I am.
Get out of here with that short king, my ass.
Sorry, I didn't know I struck a nerve.
Not like I'm having to climb or anything.
But that new movie came out with the goat with like the guy from Stranger Things who voices the goat. Who's really short, and
Steph Curry's movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm more like Gen Z than you, so I know it from the Stranger Things kid.
Well, I think that's just I think it's just like a sports versus non-sports person.
Oh, okay. Who does Steph Curry voice?
What? No. Okay. I thought you know who Steph Curry is.
I know who Steph Curry is. I'm asking who is he voicing a character?
I think so, or I think he might just be the producer. I see him like tagged with a lot of things. I don't know if he voices a character or does. Yeah.
There's like this one Panther girl that everyone's like gooning over. Not gooning, but like
the main like hero of the main character, I think. I haven't seen Goat yet. The only thing I keep seeing about it is people trashing on Flight Song.
Lenny Williamson. Okay, Steph Curry voices Lenny Williamson, but I don't know who that is.
Me neither. I thought he was a producer, wasn't he? I could have sworn he was. Scroll down more. Okay, yeah.
Oh, he is a producer.
He was, okay. That's what I thought.
Okay.
I didn't realize he voiced the character, but...
Yeah. Who's the... Jelly Roll voices someone in it?
Grizz.
Okay, what the fuck is this lineup right now? Okay, Caleb McLaughlin.
Yep.
Steph Curry. I don't know who Aaron Pierre is. Is that a sports guy?
I don't think so. I don't recognize that.
David Harbour. Nicola Colan. I don't know her last name. The girl from Bridgerton. Jelly Roll. Angel Reese.
I do not know. Dwayne Wade's in that movie? The Freak?
What the hell? Nick Kroll. Andrew Santino.
Bobby Lee? Bobby. Do you know?
Is that a reference?
Yeah, it is a reference.
I'm not.
Bobby Lee has a podcast, and he like they make kind of like problematic jokes on there.
Oh.
And one time he was he had Theo Vaughn on his podcast, and Theo he told Theo Vaughn, he's like, pretend to be my dad, and then Theo Vaughn went, Bobby. It was like, and Bobby Lee's like, you don't have to be Asian.
That's crazy. I do know
PC,
Bobby
but
Lee.
it is funny.
And then Eduardo, why is half the cast of Stranger Things in here? I'm confused.
Yeah,
they just stole all the people.
Maybe Steph Curry just likes Stranger Things. He was like, get them all, bring them all.
I need the cast of Stranger Things. I kind of want Caleb McLaughlin to be Miles Morales. I think he'd be good Miles Morales.
Yeah, I don't think they ended up replacing him though. I think what's his face is still voicing Miles Morales.
Yeah, I mean like in a live action. If they did a live action.
Oh, live action. Yeah, I could see that.
Isn't that one guy who voices him weird though?
Yeah, he is because he like constantly asked out like Haley Steinfeld. Yeah. He was like super weird about it, but I think everyone joked like when he was like still revealed to be on the set or like on the movie, but like he's in a bunker like halfway across the country away from Haley Steinfeld.
Got to keep him away from the Queen Haley.
Yeah,
I still have not. You know what we should do tonight? We should watch Utopia 2. I think it's out. I think it's out.
Disney Plus now?
I think it's out. I hope so. I have heard such good things about Zootopia 2.
I'm beginning to think she's a furry, guys.
I'm not, okay.
Closeted, because she's been talking all about Beastars this whole time.
Guys.
And then now Zootopia 2.
Guys,
come back. Guys.
Okay, Zootopia 2 is on Disney Plus right now. Okay, so I know what we're doing tonight. But okay, let me like hold on.
Just the thing for Nick Wilde.
Okay. Can you give me a break here? Can I explain myself?
Yes.
So, Zootopia, fire movie. I enjoyed it. I've heard really good things about Zootopia too, and I've seen clips for it because I don't care about spoilers. It's a Disney movie. I don't care. And I've heard the ending scene. I know is gonna make me tear up, and I know he's gonna laugh at me if we watch it together. But I don't care. And then Beastars. Okay, I've explained to you that Beastars is so much more than just furries. Okay,
yeah, but all the clips you've showed have not proved that.
Well, because those are funny clips. Those are kind of like a gag. But there's a real story. There's a first season. There's a murder mystery plot, and I think in season 2 it continues. But carnivores are eating herbivores. It's the same kind of thing with Zootopia, where it's kind of racism, where it's carnivores versus herbivores. And then now in season 3, there's a different guy who's mixed herbivore and carnivore, and that's a whole other ordeal. And he's insane psycho guy. And the part 2 of season 3 just came out, so I did start watching it today. So I was excited, but there's so much more to it than I know. Okay, I know there's clips, and I know there's definitely moments where I cringe, and I'm like, okay, well these are animals.
I feel like that is a symptom of the dub, because you showed me a couple of the dub clips, and they are very they give 2020 cringe audios. You know what I'm talking about?
I saw that one clip. Okay, he doesn't know who it is, but Louis, where he's talking to Legoshi, and he's like, "What do you want to eat? Sponge cake, fruit, or me?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And the line delivery there was so blood curdling awful. I can't. I don't want to step near that show now.
It's good. It's good if you ignore those parts.
Yeah, if you ignore the fact that voice acting actually sucks cock, and it's then it's really good. Okay, I'll just watch the Japanese version. That's fine. I'll just watch the sub.
I watch it dubbed because I think I do like the voice actor for Legoshi. I know you said you don't. Was it you who said you don't like the voice actor for the wolf Legoshi?
I just thought he kind of sounded weird.
Oh,
I don't know. Especially because it is anime, so it makes sense. It's exaggerated. I watch a ton of anime, so I understand that.
Yeah.
And I was I started watching anime right before the pandemic. So I understand they're exaggerated and whatnot, or they have very out there kind of voices, but yeah.
Jonah Scott, he's the one who voices Legoshi. He also voices a character in Skate the Infinity that I like.
That's something I watch that too.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that show was so good. Skate the Infinity is one of those shows that they are season 2 is coming out soon, and then it never comes out. It's been I think 5 years since season 1 came out, and they keep saying season 2 coming out soon, and it never comes. But Beastars is not that bad, I don't think, but it's definitely not one of my favorites.
Sure.
I like Hunter x Hunter, Bungo Stray Dogs, and I'm trying to think of another one in my top 3, but I can't remember. Those are my 2 favorites of all time.
Yeah, those are the ones you talk about the most.
Yeah. What are your favorites?
I really like. Let's see. I love Evangelion.
That
one's really big. But I'm also a big fan of what is it? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's a good one.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah. I'm gonna put her on Evangelion here soon, so she will feel that.
I know. Everyone tells me about it, and I know how much you like it.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten there yet, unfortunately.
I was trying to do refreshers, because it's been a while since I've watched Evangelion, and I was saw some videos about it online, and I think we talked about this, or I might have mentioned it to you, but they have full on Evangelion is such a complex show that they teach full on college courses about Evangelion. There's a university in Mexico that is teaching, that has a class all about the themes and symbolisms in Evangelion, because it is that deep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you did show me that. I am excited to see it. It is an older show, so the art style looks a little funk to me. But I am just judging.
I think it's held up. It's held up. Yeah. Compared to other okay, I've been watching Initial D, and compared to Initial D's anime style, because they were around the same time, Evangelion is leagues, miles ahead of anything else that came out around the 90s, in my opinion. That might give me some backlash, but I think the way it was made, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I don't know. With the shows I know Hunter x Hunter There's a Hisoka, he's the pedophile character.
I haven't seen this. How would I know that?
But he's like famous, babe. He like everyone knows. Okay, well I'm gonna show you and hopefully you know. Maybe I'm just like,
oh, that?
Yes.
Oh. Why did I think that was a character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
No, he kind of does look like one.
He does look like
he does. I'll give you that. He does look like it, but no, he's from Hunter x Hunter. Yeah. And everyone during COVID was like obsessed with him because they think he's hot. Mm-hmm. But he is canonically a pedophile. Like he's trying to get with the main character Gon the entire show, and like this picture right here, him creaming his pants while fighting Gon because Gon is so powerful as like a 12-year-old, and he's like. Literally, like having to watch this image, I can hear the image, and it's like disgusting. But people got his eyes like tattooed, and like the star and the little teardrop tattooed.
Like tattooed on their
not on their face, but like on their arms and stuff. Okay. Like they just would get tattoos of him. And now, like 6 years later, I'm seeing people get cover-ups, and I'm like, yeah, you should cover that shit up. That's gross. Like
you probably should have read into the show a little bit more and realized that this character wasn't as good.
Yeah, that's not his whole character. Like at the end, he is helpful, but again, he's flirting with 12-year-olds the entire time, like the entire show. So it's definitely uncomfortable, and seeing people like be into him, I don't know, it's weird. It was weird. So I don't like that part. But every anime I feel like has like a weird character that's like into their, like a pedophile or into their sister.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but that's just every anime.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how it is. Bungo Stray Dogs too, actually. I was rewatching it the other day. In the first episode, Tanizaki and his sister are like not freaky, but they're like weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I hate having to introduce people to this show because like the star is so like kind of gross.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I introduced her. We didn't end up finishing it because it's not her cup of tea. I love this show because I watched it, and it's a really good show. But Rascal is not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the show, that title sounds like absolute degeneracy. And you would think that, sure, but like it's really not. And you can attest to that now.
Yeah.
It's really not. But like at the same time, there are like some of the characters are kind of weird, especially like the sister.
Yeah.
Is kind of weird. And the dialogue is not like super normal. Like it's kind of like the characters more so like kind of jab at each other, and like it's very sharp banter. And I know that's not like your cup of tea, but I love it, and I love that show.
I don't mind the banter. I just think if I watched it in English, I think it would come through a little bit better to me. Reading their dry sense of humor on subtitles, like it just doesn't. To me, it just doesn't. It's not as funny. But maybe if I watch it in English, but the title is a little misleading. Like there is more to it, but a lot of the show is like slice of life, and that's not really my thing. I like an action-filled plot.
Well, okay, it's kind of slice of life, but it's also like, okay, I think there's not like a huge overarching plot, but it's a lot of like arcs. It's a lot of like smaller, episodic arcs where like, because there's this whole thing that's the main theme, or like the main antagonist, if you want to call it that, of the show is the puberty syndrome or adolescent syndrome. Yeah. They call it both, honestly, in the show. So the characters are having to deal with different cases of that and different people. So the first case that they deal with is Mai Sakurajima and her case of no one can see her, and why that is. And then the next few episodes are about a different case, and then a different case. So it's like it's episodic in nature, but there's not an overarching plot.
Yeah. I just like shows with an overarching plot, but at the same, so like Hunter x Hunter, and even Bungo Stray Dogs, I guess, in a way, there's an overarching plot where Gon is trying to find his dad. His dad left, and he's trying to find his dad. But then there's also the Chimera arc, the Greed Island arc, the York New City arc. Like, there's a bunch of smaller things that they go through throughout the seasons, but there is an overarching, like, goal. And I think with Bungo Stray Dogs, it's almost the same kind of thing. The main character, well, he's not even really the main character in his own show, but it's like supposed to be about him. He's an orphan, and then he ends up joining the detective agency because they offer him like food, a bed, clothes, and then like then he realizes he has powers and he's like useful.
Yeah, and
then it's like him trying to find himself in a way because he's been in an orphanage with literally like zero friends and no family for so long. But he's low-key annoying. I kind of like that he's not really the main character in his own show. Hey, I'm sorry. I might be. If anyone who's into Bungo Stray Dogs, they're not going to like me for that opinion, but I don't care. They like flashback to like when he was
You're
getting
gonna lose
abused.
all the Bungo Stray Dogs fans now. They're leaving.
But, like,
if you check like the time, like
the spike.
like when people like leave the video, it's right as you said that.
Well, okay, I understand he's an orphan and that like he has trauma, but like literally there's 5 or 6 seasons. I can't remember, and I saw that.
I didn't.
I did.
What'd you see?
I'm not okay. So, anyways, but like they keep flashbacking to like when he was getting abused in the orphanage, and I'm like, Loki, like I know that's a big part of his character, but I'm like, man, get over it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get
There's some people that I'm like, you just like you're fine. You have family now. Like you have food.
Move on, bro.
Yeah,
ain't that deep.
Get over it. Me as a parent, just get over it.
Yeah, like bro, quit your crying, bro. Queen never cry.
Queen never. Have you seen that new like GIF? I guess GIF, whatever the fuck people call. Okay. Yeah. Well, now we're starting this. I just say GIF. I think it's accurate. It's
GIF.
The motion picture of like, have you seen Hereditary?
Yes, yeah.
It's the mom like screaming and it morphs into her being like a diva. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't think I've seen that, no.
Oh, I need to show you later.
Yeah.
But there's one where it's her like screaming at her son, at the dinner table, and then suddenly it's AI, but it morphs into like a drag queen look. And I think it's every time I see that in the comment section, I'm like laughing my ass off because I think it's just so funny. It's like, yes, diva, eat it up, and then it's that underneath it. It's so stupid. But I don't know. What did you think of Hereditary?
Oh, I love Hereditary.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I told you about this. Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I love Hereditary. I think that's a very, very well done horror film. And I think all like the pagan elements are really interesting, and I think it's just really, really great.
Yeah, I did like it.
Really well shot too. Like from a cinematography and a videography point of view, it is very well shot and a lot of interesting scenes. Yeah,
I agree. My one problem with it is I feel like there's the one big event is like 3/4 through the movie. Like it's like kind of like, I mean, obviously it's what charges through this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What gets the story rolling, I guess. Yeah. Maybe that's just how it's set up. But I was like, for the first like half of it, I was like, okay, can we get to the point? Like what's going to happen? But I guess maybe it's supposed to be like anticipation for what happens.
Yeah. Slow burn kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and it's not for everybody, and that's fine, but I quite like it.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I really loved and honestly, like it was super popular before it actually released, and then when it came out, people were like super disappointed in it. But Weapons, I really liked Weapons, and I think a lot of people were a little disappointed that it wasn't quite as scary and it was kind of funny. And I don't think a lot of people knew who the director was, because if you know who that director is, I can't remember his name at the top of my head, but he also made a movie called Barbarian, and if you've seen Barbarian, it's a very similar style. And it's again well shot. It's kind of a slow burn. Zach Krieger, Zach Krieger also directed Barbarian, and Barbarian is in a similar has a similar story structure. It's got its freaky moments, but it's also kind of leans on its humor a little bit and like shock and awe kind of stuff. So I think it works, and I quite like Weapons.
Yeah, I watching it for the first time, I was definitely weirded out, and then seeing people online talk about it and see it from a different perspective, or see people acknowledge things that I didn't even think about. It definitely changed my opinion, but I think I just wish there was more context. I wish there's a prequel. Like I want to know more about Gladys and what her problem is. I think that would be interesting, but I know part of it is you don't know,
exactly,
so that's I understand it. I'm just
fear of the unknown.
Yeah,
is a big thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we watched Creep, and that show freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah,
really bad.
Yeah,
really
I love found footage movies, and the first one I think I showed her, probably not the first one you've seen, but the first one I showed her was Blair Witch Project, the original. That's amazing. One of the best, if not the best, found footage film ever made. Just because of the commitment that the directors, and I guess unwillingly the cast had in that movie was just insane, and it makes it feel so real that if you showed someone that without telling them this is a movie, then they might believe that it actually happened.
So when I went into watching this movie, right, I was told it's a found footage film. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And you did tell me there's like some parts that are a little dramatized and that aren't real. And then there's some that, are a little more real. And I was like, okay. So I'm watching it and I was freaked out. I was really like, it's a good movie, but I was really scared. Well, I was also sick that night. I also got food poisoning. Right. So that was a whole other problem.
Just stacked it layered.
Yeah. I was like, literally on the toilet shitting and throwing up, and then now I have this in front of my screen. Now I have tongue in a bag on my screen. Like, that's gross. You spoiled it. I didn't say who it was.
That's true.
But there is tongue that gets found. Not like in a freaky way. That sounds bad.
Yeah, 2 characters find each other's tongue.
No.
But yeah, Blair Witch Project, excellent name for the film.
Creep is a good one.
Creep was great, yeah.
Really good.
Although, like, I think it was funny. We had like a disagreement on like the characters' motivations and like their choices throughout the film.
Yeah,
especially at the end, we had like we had difference in motivation. But I think we both agree that the ending is like it's weird, but like it was totally avoidable.
It was. See, okay, he even made a comment the other night. When I'm at home. Not when I'm at the movies. I'm not a fucking weirdo. But at home, if I'm watching a movie, I'm gonna add commentary. I'm gonna make comment. I'm gonna say things, and like the entire like last 20 minutes of this movie, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Say no. Get out of there. Call the police. Like, let's like. There's solutions to this, and you're just like, oh, I'm curious to know what's gonna happen. Don't be curious. Don't be curious.
Yeah. Moral of the story is don't be a curious cat. Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
And that guy.
Yeah.
Well,
shit, you just spoiled that too.
Well, there's like. I mean, how long has it been out? I didn't say names.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's been out for a long time, but those who haven't seen it, it's been out.
They're fine. Okay, not by Radiohead.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
2014.
We're gonna get copyright for that. We sang a bit of "Creep" by Radiohead, and we're gonna get copyright for that now.
Do you think it was good enough to get copyrighted?
You my singing sucks. She says my singing sucks, guys. Wow, some host you are.
No. You're my boyfriend. I can be mean to you and I'll be fine.
Exactly. See?
Guys, I don't beat him. Guys, I don't beat him.
Well, no, yeah, you don't beat me physically, but emotionally you like put me down and you tell me that I'm just kidding. No, she doesn't do that. She gives me all the support and love in the world that I could hope for.
Guys, when the camera is off, we love each other very much and we show each other a lot of support. But right now we're beefing. When the camera's right now we're beefing. But anyways, Creep was a good movie.
Creep was a great movie, yeah.
Trying to think of other, because during October we call, like when we're long distance, we call just about every night and we watch a lot of horror movies. Yeah. We watched The Conjuring, that was another one we watched.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did watch The Conjuring. That was a good one.
What was the other one? It was Debbie.
Oh, Deborah Logan.
Yes.
The Taking of Deborah Logan.
Yes. That movie, oh my god, I was really freaked out at that one too.
That one was crazy,
because I had seen clips of like the ending and I didn't know it was that movie.
Yeah.
And then I saw it and I was like, I'm disgusted.
Actually. I will say, I was a little disappointed by the twist or like what it turned out to be. Because the whole point, the setup of the movie is that this college, team of filmmakers go to, to make a movie about dementia. And was it Alzheimer's or was it just dementia? I don't know. But it was like, one of those two. And like how it's affected this lady, and how she lives with it and like the people around her. And it ended up being like part of this scare factor and like part of the whole story was that it ended up being like this crazy blood ritual and stuff like that. And honestly, that kind of like diminished it to me. Maybe it's because like I don't find that as scary, but like I think it would have been more interesting to like have a more grounded effect on someone who was like completely taken over by a disease that they like start going like seriously insane to the point where like they do end up hurting people. I think that would have been more interesting to explore because that's more grounded in realism and that's like more interesting in my point because like there's so many different movies that are like it's demons. It's demons. They up to it again. Aw, shucks. And like that just for me isn't super like it doesn't grab me as much as something that would be more grounded.
Yeah.
But
I see where
like
you're coming out.
I did like the movie.
I thought it was interesting because it's like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Would not watch it again, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Um.
Would you not watch it because it was freaky, or would you not watch it because you were like, meh?
Well, probably because it's freaky and like I already know the end, and I don't want to watch that again.
Yeah.
If I have control over that, so don't want to do that again. Another one of my favorite horror movies, La La Land. We were just talking about this the other day. I hate this movie. 10 out of 10 though. We watched that again together. Yeah, that was another one we watched together. He picks really sad. Okay, well, I don't think you pick La La Land, but sometimes you pick really sad movies.
Yeah.
Because we watched. I think I did pick La La Land, if I remember right, to watch that night.
Maybe we just like kind of mutually agreed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't like. I had seen people online talking about it, and they were like, "Love this movie, 10 out of 10. We'll never watch it again." It made me cry, and I was like, "Okay, well, what's the big deal about it?" Watched it. We were like, hung up the phone shortly after the movie, and it was like, "Okay, good night, love you." I started bawling my eyes out as soon as I hung up the phone because I was like, "Holy shit!" It was so sad. And then on Valentine's Day, he picked out Where the Crawdads Sing. I had never seen it. He had already watched it.
Yeah.
I, of course, cried at the end. And he was like, I didn't think you were going to cry. I'm like, okay, well.
I like Where the Crawdads Sing.
It is a good movie.
I admittedly don't cry at a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I really don't. Yeah, I find it very hard. There are a few times when I do cry at media. Especially when it like kind of hits close to home on like my personal fears or like, values or like things that would make me sad. So like, for example, I've been watching The Pit lately and I need to get back into it because I need to finish it.
So good.
It is really good. But the first season, there's this one part of this episode, and it's actually kind of stretched over a couple different episodes, but this one part where, these two kids, they're older and they're having to say, struggle with the fact that their father is dying.
Yeah.
And for me, because I imagine that if like I would put myself in their shoes and like I was really drawn into their story and like imagine if that was my mom and dad, when it like got to the point where like they were actually saying goodbye and were like going through this like process of like grief, we got to see them like start to grieve like in front of us. That made me so sad, and I was like watching it with my dad, so I had to hold in tears the whole time because I'm like, oh my god, that killed me, and that was so sad, and that made me cry. So things like that, when they're like super close to home, when they hit close to home, that's what gets me.
Yeah, it depends. I cry at a lot of things. Honestly, I'm a very emotional person. But like, same kind of thing where it's like putting yourself in someone else's shoes, kind of thing. I'm trying to think like, okay, well, this wasn't me putting myself in someone else's shoes, but like at the end of Maze Runner, one of my favorite characters dies and then writes a letter, and I cried over that because I thought that was really sad. I also cried. My grandpa doesn't cry at movies, and I watch a lot of these movies with him. And I watched Dead Poets Society with him, and I cried at the end of that because it is really heartbreaking. And then also as an education major and as a teacher, like this, like problems in that movie are problems I will have to face throughout my career.
Yeah.
So that also is the same thing with like I have been picturing myself in that situation, and that was a whole. Oh my god, I hate watching that movie. Yeah. It's a good movie, but I hate it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think of other. I've also cried. I've cried a lot of Disney movies. If you catch me at a bad time and the Disney movie's on, I do cry at that sometimes. You still haven't watched Brother Bear?
No, I haven't seen Brother Bear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of movies, but I feel like it's just the way we grew up. There's a lot of movies and shows I've seen that you haven't, and vice versa. So that's what it is. Yeah,
true that. I really like my mom and my I mean, I grew up with my grandparents, so I watched a lot of older movies too. So like Fern Gully, that's another one that I don't think you've seen.
No, I think I watched that with you.
Oh, we have. Yes, we did watch it. We did watch it.
Yeah, she did show me that. And I was like a little skeptical at first, but that's a good movie. I liked it.
You told me you didn't like it when we finished it.
I actually did enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, so you just lied to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Good to know. Glad we're clearing the air. Anything else you lied about?
I was just giving her shit.
Well, because I think it's a really cute movie. Yeah. And I was also really into fairies as a kid, and it's about fairies, so I was like extra.
That's true, yeah. I thought the music was good.
Yes!
There was one specific song that I really liked.
The Baddie one?
Yes.
With Robin Williams? Song. Yes!
The Baddie song was really good.
The other song, what's the character's name? I forget. The sludge guy? Hexus! Hexus has a song in there when he's like going through the pipes and he's like, it's a Toxic Love, but it's like a remix.
Oh, okay.
For the song. Oh my gosh, that song is so good. It's kind of freaky though. Like if you listen to the whole song, they cut out part of it in the movie, so it fits with the movie. But like when he sings the whole version, if you listen to it on Spotify, it gets like freaky at the end. Like he talks about being horny for like eating dirt and sludge.
What is it with kids movies back in the day and having like weird ass like connotations and like I don't know, maybe it's just because like people have gotten older and like they're rewatching their favorite childhood movies and like. I don't like. There's just so much that's snuck in there, and it's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I that reminded me of The Last Unicorn. I don't think you've ever seen.
I've never seen this. No.
It is really. This is actually another one that made me sad. It did make me tear up, but I also did watch it under the influence. So that could be a whole other thing. But I watched it with my friend Mariana, and it's about this unicorn who gets turned into a human, and she fucking hates being a human. Like she literally hates it. And people are still forcing her to be a human, and then whatever. But there's a part where a tree has tits, and it like is a huge like for 3 minutes. Hold on, The Last Unicorn tree tits, lady, because because it was insane watching. Hold on, I don't want videos, but like like there's a tree.
Oh my gosh,
what is happening? And it was for like 4 minutes that like, this character is motorboating a tree, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And this movie came out in what, the 80s, the 90s. Something like that.
That's a little too on the nose. I feel like even Disney, like Disney was like fairly like slick with their innuendos. That's just outright like that's softcore porn right there.
Yeah, I don't know. That was really hard to watch. I mean, the movie as a whole is good. It's just that bit. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, that's insane.
Or like when I was a kid, I watched a lot of the YouTube like Disney conspiracy theory videos. Did you ever get into those? Where it was like animator, it was like the subtle like sex stuff.
Maybe I mostly watched like game theory and stuff. So
I watched a lot of the Disney, like I don't know if you've seen the clip where people like tweaking out years ago where like Simba like in Lion King flops down on the cliff and then like the leaves blow away. And they're like, the leaves spell out sex when they blow away.
Oh, yeah, I do remember
shit like that. I was like, which I don't believe now. But when I was
no, I don't know if it's the leaves. I think it was the stars.
Was it the stars?
Simba and Nala, was that her name? The girl?
Simba. Wait, hold on. Wait, how do I word this on Google?
Simba and Nala stars, maybe. But yeah, I remember. I thought it was that like the constellation maybe spelled out. SEX, segs.
Segs. No. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Yep. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, one keyword away. I could totally be wrong about that, so maybe that's not why it's coming up. But that's what I thought it was. I don't know.
Yeah, but I saw like a bunch of Disney theories about that. I'm trying to think of like other ones. People were like
Hidden Mickeys.
Oh my gosh.
We've had conversations about Disney adults before.
I hate Disney adults. I hate Disney adults. I like Disney. I am not calling myself a Disney adult. I'm not spending, because they spend so much. Disneyland and Disney World are so expensive. And they go all the fucking time. They're putting themselves into debt for Disney.
Yeah.
And I think that's insanity. I love a good Disney movie. I Princess and the Frog, I probably watched 300,000 times. Fire. But like buying all the headbands.
Like you don't need to.
I don't know.
Yeah, like you said, put yourself into debt to be a fan of something.
Yeah, I also, I hate to say it, but I feel like a lot of Disney adults are like really overweight because they're always going to Disney.
At least that's the ones that like I always see.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but you would think they're always going to Disney when they walk around.
They would get their steps in, but they're eating 3,000 calories of churros.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's a healthy medium. Because I've definitely had my moment where I was like hyper fixated, obsessed with things.
Sure.
So I get where they're coming from, but I'm like, you are also 42 with 3 children. Like, I think you should get it together.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm just
everything in moderation. The end of the moral of the story.
Yeah, I agree.
So we definitely got sidetracked from what we were going to talk about.
We did, for sure. We were going to talk more about our relationship, and then we started talking about movies and all that stuff. But it's okay. If we want to keep talking, we can.
I mean, I don't mind. I can probably talk for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a date tonight.
Yes,
a fun date tonight. I'm so excited. It's called The Vault.
Mm-hmm. So it's this restaurant. Well, the restaurant's called Fleetwood, and they have this room called The Vault. Yes. And surprisingly, it was really easy to book. It's like this private little room, so two people get to eat together. And it's kind of romantic. It's nice. But surprisingly, it was really easy to book. Yeah. At least the time that I found. And then also not any extra. It did not cost any extra.
Yeah, you would think it would be like an upcharge to reserve it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The menu also looks fire. I'm so excited.
Yeah, the menu is it looks pretty good. So
I love. My family hates me because we pick restaurants when for birthdays, and I always pick an Italian restaurant because I love pasta, and I'm like, holy shit, pick something else. We're tired of pasta. But I just love pasta. What can I say?
Yeah, you gotta broaden your horizons.
Okay, I'm not as picky as I used to be.
That's true.
I'm not as picky as I used to be. But oh, also my flight on the way here, because we're in Nebraska. I'm from Arizona. Everyone online was crashing out and posting clips of the Phoenix airport being insane. And I even saw some from the day after I left. Yeah. Of them all being really insane. And I was like, I went on a Wednesday morning. My flight left at 8:45. Not a single soul there. Yeah. There was a handful of people, but
yeah. And the Phoenix airport, in my experience, I think we talked about this, isn't too bad in my opinion. I've never really had to wait all that long at the Phoenix airport.
You've had more airports than I've probably had. I always end up at the Phoenix airport.
Yeah, been to quite a few. The busiest airport I've ever been to was, at least in recent memory, was Orlando. As far as TSA. The biggest airport I've been to, and thankfully it was just a layover and my gate wasn't too far from where I landed, was Atlanta. Atlanta's a really big airport.
Oh, really?
Also Denver. Denver is a maze. Denver is so damn hard to navigate. You'd think you're in the back rooms. Genuinely.
Well, and there's always construction.
Yeah.
There's literally always construction happening, and they have that back rooms vibes where they have the fake white walls, and I'm like, where am I?
Everywhere. It's so eerie. It's just so odd. And I remember I was trying to get somewhere, and the luggage claim or somewhere where I was heading was just in this random corner of the building.
Yeah.
And it was just so weird to get to. And I was genuinely getting a little nervous. I was where is this taking me? So
I want to talk about the blue horse.
Oh, yes, Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Yes, Lucifer is a great tourist attraction. Part of my family used to live in Colorado. They moved since, but she visited a couple times while they were out there.
Lucifer is the blue horse at the Denver International Airport. His name is Mustang, I guess, but everyone calls him Lucifer because he's fucking crazy. If you see him at night, he has red eyes. Why would
you can see it during the day too?
Really?
Yeah, it's not as prevalent, but you can see them during the day.
Red glowing eyes on this giant blue horse for literally no reason.
Outside an airport too. It just seems so random. The whole place, the whole vibe of the Denver airport is just weird because it's just odd. And then also the story of Lucifer, right?
That he when building it fell onto the designer and killed him, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This horse is a killer. They have a killer posted up at the Denver airport just on display.
Yeah.
And then obviously all the conspiracy theories about the Denver airport to begin with. I was a huge conspiracy, in case you couldn't tell by this whole episode, I was a huge conspiracy theorist kid on YouTube. And so hearing all the theories about the Denver airport and just in particular, and then also this Lucifer character coming up, I'm like, okay, so basically it's the Illuminati or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe in the Illuminati anymore.
I don't know. I think there is. I don't know. Maybe there is a secret society.
Well, with the Epstein files, there's obviously been shady shit.
Let's
happening.
Not get too much into that.
Okay.
That's a whole different topic for another day. But Denver trips were fun. What's been our favorite trip that we've done? Because we've done quite a bit of traveling together. Yeah. Honestly.
I really do like our trip. We've done a few trips to Denver. We tried went to Garden of the Gods, the Yellow Deli.
Oh yeah, the Yellow Deli restaurant in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, it's run by a cult. Yeah. I mean, you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, the Yellow Deli. I was first introduced to it via a video by Anthpo. If you don't know who Anthpo is, you've probably seen a few other of his like alternate accounts online. He does a lot of like stuff on social media, a lot of social stuff. But he got his start by making just like funny videos with his friends throughout high school and college. And one of them was they went to this place called the Yellow Deli, and they have a bunch of different locations actually across the country and across the world. They have some places in like Japan too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's this religious. It's basically a front for this religious cult called the 12 Tribes, and they're quite frankly they're your standard cult. They basically, once you join, you live in this community house with them, and you give up all your earthly possessions, as they call it.
Yeah.
And then you live as part of the community, and you'll probably work at the Yellow Deli.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny that they I guess it makes sense because they probably need some kind of funding in order to actually keep the cult going, but they're like against earthly possessions, and yet they run a business. So
I wonder if they claim the Yellow Deli, like if they do taxes.
I don't know.
Because it's like run by a religious group.
Yeah.
But it's also a restaurant, so like, does that count as not taxable?
Yeah. Is it a nonprofit? I don't know.
But they had good carrot cake and good chai.
Great carrot cake. Although when we were there, someone walked in, and someone walked in while we were there. We were just kind of observing. It wasn't like too crazy. I was almost kind of expecting they'd come up to us and be like, "Wow, would you like be interested?" Like, because they will offer sometimes. They will offer if like they like you. They'll offer that you come and spend the night at their house.
Yeah.
Which is strange in my opinion. Like, why would you ever offer anyone that? But anyway, and while we were sitting there though, it wasn't anything too crazy. Someone walked in, and the staff there like looks like, "Oh my gosh, we haven't seen you in a while. We were thinking about coming to your house."
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it definitely wasn't someone who worked there. It definitely was not someone who worked there. Just the vibes it was given was not that. So we were just like, "What do you mean you're gonna go to their house?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?" It just seemed like someone who was a regular, and I'm like, are they their next target or something?
Yeah, it seemed weird, but also I think like there was a guy or two like people in there who are just like doing their homework, like they're just on their computer like drinking. Like I think people don't realize that it's like there's a lot of things behind the scenes happening.
There's a lot going on there. But I will say like the vibes, they're like very like they almost like kind of hippie. Like almost.
Yeah, it was kind of like
not as rainbow, but
like hippie, like almost Amish-ish vibes.
Yeah.
But it was very like wood interior. It was very like cozy. It felt like a tavern kind of vibe. But some of the people were interesting characters that were working there. I mean, the food was okay, not bad.
Yeah, no, the food was good.
And we also met John Quinones that same day.
Met John Quinones is a strong word.
Okay, walked. Okay, no, you go first.
No. I told the last story. You can tell this story first.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know who John Quinones is. I do, okay? Because I love the show, What Would You Do? Okay, if you don't know this show, John Quinones, he stages in like a restaurant or like a store or something like that, sets up cameras, and he has these actors that like pretend to be absolute assholes. So they'll be like a racist woman or like people like fat shaming, whatever. Like, and they're all actors, but they're being recorded. But they're seeing if regular people who are not the actors are gonna like say anything, butt in, and like whatever. And if they do butt in and they stand up for whoever's getting bullied or whatever's happening, they get like a prize. And we were at this Mexican restaurant, and John Quinones, like we walked in, there was a bunch of camera equipment. I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe they're shooting like a reality show or something. Then John Quinones walks by our table multiple times, and you had no idea who he was. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, this is a celebrity. We're breathing the same air as John Quinones. You don't get it. And I was low-key like really freaking out because I do like the show. And Nick kept trying to get me to get a picture, and I was like, no. He's like, no, I don't want a picture. It's fine. I don't need a picture. Like, not a lot of people know him. It's fine. Like, this isn't like a big thing.
Meanwhile, while she's like telling me, no, I don't want a picture, there are actively people going up to him and like shaking his hand and be like, wow, like nice to meet you, and taking pictures. Sorry, I think I just popped the mic, but like,
I didn't want to be a weirdo. Like, I didn't want to be a weirdo. And I felt
That's
bad.
Not even the biggest issue with this whole story. There's a different issue with this story.
So, okay, well, so whatever, we leave, and they're not filming yet. They're filming the next day, and I'm flying out, so like we don't get to like go back and see. Mm-hmm. But we walk around for a little bit, then we walk past the restaurant again, and they're still outside, like they're still doing their thing. And then they ask us if we want to do an interview for the show, and I said no. because our parking meter was going to go up.
Yes.
We were running up on our parking meter. And he, the one who doesn't know who John Quinones is up until 20 minutes prior, was really invested on doing this interview. You really wanted to do the interview.
I really did, because even if I don't know who John Quinones is, they're still gonna like ask us questions and and stuff. And it was specifically for couples. They wanted to interview couples, and I was like, this could be fun, and why not? And like, we're not gonna have another opportunity to do this, and you were more worried about the parking meter. And I'm like, I guarantee if they interview us for like 10 minutes, we're gonna be fine. The parking meter, they're not gonna tow us. So
I just really did not want your parents' car to get towed, and I didn't want to risk it. I just was really looking out for the car.
I appreciate you being very considerate, but we are no longer we now can't claim we're on a TV show.
Well, we don't need that. But I did see John Quinones with my own eyes.
Like for your students one day, you could like be them like, yeah, I was in the show, or for them to find that interview. Wouldn't that be fun? You wouldn't want them to find that interview?
No, thank you. I'm good.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, but that was a fun trip. Yeah. I did have a lot of fun. I also liked Jerome. We did Jerome, Arizona. Ghost hunting.
Yeah. She was committed to making me believe in ghosts. I'm not a big superstitious and ghost person. And like I'm still not, but like after that trip I was like, okay, there were some times where I was like, I feel a ghostly presence around us.
You felt there. Okay, so in our room specifically, well, I don't know if it's our room specifically. I think our floor. I think it was that floor, the third floor, had a like a ghost cat that went around a lot, and so we found that out from a ghost tour guide that we were talking to earlier. And then that night, I'm on we're laying in bed next to each other, and he has his feet laid out like this. And he's like, I think I just felt the cat at my feet. I felt something at my feet. Did you touch my feet? I was like, no, I didn't touch your feet. Don't play with me right now.
I wasn't messing around either. I was serious. Like, I genuinely felt something kind of like going, like patting my, pawing at my feet. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And that was my first ever encounter with like a ghostly entity, if that's what it was. Who knows? Maybe it was just a gust of wind. I have no idea. But if that was the case, I got touched by a ghost cat.
Crazy. I believe in ghosts. I'm very much a ghost person, but I've never had what you've had. Like I've never had a ghost interact with me. Actually, no, a ghost has said my name.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. So we're going there. Right. Okay. Anyways, my story about my ghost. We had so Jerome. Okay, wait. For those who don't know, Jerome is a city in Arizona that was a big coal mining town. And a lot of Chinese immigrants was coming to build the railroads and everything like that. So there's a lot business was kind of booming at this time, and a lot of people died because the gold mining, coal mining, all that shit was not very regulated. This is the late 1800s, early 1900s. A lot of people dead and gone.
The city's the town's also falling. Actually.
Yeah. It's on a mountain, so it slides down. I think 2 inches every year.
Yeah, something like that.
So very not safe area in general. So there's a lot of ghosts and a lot of hauntings and spirits that linger there. And the Jerome Grand Hotel used to be a hospital for a lot of those people. And it's kind of at the top of the mountain area. And then it turned into a hotel, and now they make a lot of money because there's a lot of ghosts that linger in there. And they, it's very known for a haunted hotel in the United States. We stayed there and we did a bunch of ghost hunting experiences. I've stayed there with my mom multiple times, and we've done the ghost hunting stuff. And one time they took us to the this graveyard. They have a very famous graveyard area, and I was hanging out. There's a little boy spirit. I don't remember his name, but I was hanging by his area a lot because I really wanted to get to talk to him. And then was walking away. On our way out, I have the ghost box. That's what I call it. I don't know if that's its real name. And you can talk through the radio waves or whatever. And I heard my name. I'm not even shitting you. I heard my name. And I turned to Rylan, my brother, and I was like, you didn't hear that, did you? Am I crazy? And Rylan's like, I think it said your name. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then I was trying to get another response, and then nothing was happening. And I was like, okay, so we're just going to say hey, Gianna, and dip. This ghost is just playing with me. Hey.
I mean, he was a kid. So, maybe they're just toying.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was the kid or an adult, but it was some, that's whatever. Some spirit, man. Guy. I don't know, said my name in the area, but that didn't happen. We didn't get a lot of, because we did the same tour that I've done with my family, and we didn't get a lot of responses, I don't think, from the ghosts.
No, not really. There was this one time though we were at the school gym. We were kind of we were kind of being talked to. I can't remember what they were saying, but like it led us up to this like one part on the auditorium, and it was saying something.
I can't remember what they were saying. But I remember because he held there was like what was it? It's like if it's colder, it like lights up.
Yeah.
And cold is supposed to be like there's a ghost in the area, and so that kept lighting up, but we couldn't get like a good read on like what they're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that trip was a lot of fun. I really liked Jerome. But do you have a favorite trip? What's your favorite?
Yeah, I quite liked our Colorado trips. You know, we took a couple of those. Jerome. I don't remember what else we've done. The Vegas trip that we took recently.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
So I really went there like for work. It was more like of a project because I wasn't getting paid for it. But I covered the Las Vegas Bowl as a part of Unlimited Sports, which is a student-run sports outlet here at the University of Nebraska. And I got the opportunity to get a press badge and to go there. And all my professor said was just like, you got to get your own way there, and you got to pay for that yourself. But I was like, okay, because we're living in Phoenix, and I was like, it's a 3-hour drive, so let's get it. So she came with me, and it was a lot of fun. We stayed at a hotel. Wasn't anything fancy, but
we did get upgraded for free.
That's true. We did get an upgrade. We didn't really take advantage of the upgrade, but we did get an upgrade.
There's a jacuzzi in our room that was part of the upgrade. I didn't bring a swimsuit. Also, it was like next to the bed, which is on carpet. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know. I wasn't vibing with that.
Yeah. But no, that was a fun trip. And we we went up the Eiffel Tower at the Vegas Strip. We saw the Bellagio fountains. We walked through the gardens. What else? We got some ice cream. We went to the Cosmopolitan, took photos there.
Yes.
I don't know what else. Oh yeah, we went to the last day we were there. The last thing that we did was went to the Taco Bell Cantina.
Yes.
Which is a cool little spot. Although I will say, like, I feel like it's not super special unless you're drinking.
Yeah.
Unless you're 21. They don't have like a lot of like crazy different menu items except for like the margaritas.
Yeah, they have like margaritas and beer, but I really wanted to get, well, obviously can't, but one day the big margarita slush, Baja Blast margarita slush. And we did so it was on obviously New Year's, so we went to the Morgan J comedy show. If you guys have seen him on TikTok, hilarious.
He was really funny.
Because I had only seen his crowd work, like him sing, and I was like, okay, well, he's one of comedians nowadays. All they do is crowd work, but he is actually so funny.
He is really good.
One of my favorite bits was his song of the comments that he did, like of shitty guys or whatever. Yes. Like, I thought that was really, really good. And he's a good singer on his own.
Yeah, he actually is really talented, and I was very surprised. I think it was funny that he started the show in our row.
Yeah.
Like, so it got kind of dark, and like we never saw him actually start, and like we were like looking at the main screen because there was like a couple other guys that went first, and they were kind of funny. And then after it was like time for him to start, like the screen turned on, you can see him like singing, and then Gianna pointed out, he's like, he's in our row, and he was like on top.
I was like, where is he?
Yeah.
Where is he at?
Yeah, and I didn't even see. I was like, but that was like the only time he unfortunately came up there.
Yeah.
The rest of the time he's like running down on the lower level, but yeah.
Dude has to burn so many calories doing that. He was running and singing everywhere, literally everywhere. But that show was really good. And then obviously on New Year's you get to count down. We got to count down in the auditorium with everyone, which was fun. And then getting out of there was actually miserable. That was the worst.
That was the worst part of the trip by far.
We were both so miserable. Well, he was driving, so it was really hard to navigate like driving because Google Maps kept taking us to the wrong places. And we both really like Cane's. All I wanted was Cane's. I just wanted food. Yeah. I really wanted Cane's, and online it said Cane's was open till 3 a.m. It's like 1:15 as we're getting out of here. Get to the Cane's, it's not open. And I was like, give me a gun right now because I'm going to kill myself. I was like literally so mad. And then eventually we found food and we got back. But like, I was, oh my God.
It was such a day. It was a day. It was a day.
It was a day.
Not only that, but Nebraska got their ass handed to them in the bowl game I was covering. I had to be like unbiased, like media, but after a while I was like, okay, I'm going to stop recording now. But I mean, it was still a fun experience being there, and there was some cool stuff that I got to do, and I even made some connections while I was there, so it was fun. It was all worth it. Yeah, that was a great trip.
That was a really fun trip. Even getting there was kind of a pain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's right.
Like driving there. So from Phoenix to Vegas, it really is not that long of a drive. It's like you said, like 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
And so we're driving, and then we get to the freeway we're supposed to merge on. The entire freeway is closed.
Yeah.
The entire freeway.
Google never said that either.
Yeah, Google Maps literally hated us on this trip, and so the entire freeway is closed. So we had to turn around and backtrack an hour and a half, and then drive like a different, like alternative route. But it took us probably 6 hours to get to. It literally took all day long. It was ridiculous.
Like we were supposed to get there like just after 4 or something. I can't remember exactly, but we ended up getting there like at like 10 or 9 or something like that. It was ridiculous. I was like, oh my gosh, bro, what is this?
Yeah.
So that was frustrating. Like we literally had to go through Prescott.
Yeah.
Which is what we were not trying to do.
Yeah.
We went through Prescott and then, made our way back around. And it was just, that was awful.
Yeah. The trip was fun. We're complaining, but the trip was fun.
No, the trip itself was fun.
Just Google Maps was really
giving us the business.
Yeah, giving us a hard time. But yeah, those were fun trips, and I put those on scrapbook.
Yeah, our travels. Many more trips to come.
Yeah,
I know we're trying to figure out. I think the next like big trip that we really want to do is go to Ireland and Scotland, because that's something she really wants to do. So, we might do that like as our grad trip. Right?
Or the Pacific Northwest if that's cheaper.
Well, I know that'd be like that's what I want to do for my graduation trip.
Yeah.
So if we can like make that happen for you, I'd want to do that.
Cool.
So, but yeah, I think that'd be a good
big trip. Travelers.
Yeah.
World travelers over here. But I want to start getting ready.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to go on our vault date tonight, and we are dressing nice.
Yes.
So we are going to dip, and we're going to start getting ready for that. But yeah, anything you want to say to the camera before?
Thanks for tuning in. This was a lot of fun to make. Even though I made fun of her, I love her lots. She's part of the joy of my life, and I cherish her greatly. And I wouldn't be the person I am.
I don't beat you.
She doesn't beat me. Allegedly. I'm joking. She doesn't. But yes, I'm very happy she's here for a little bit, and we're gonna go have some fun tonight.
Yeah. So. Excited. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.